fired to the house. They were also trying Dr. Duvall for the murder of Zora Clemens. I sat in the court for 2 weeks listening to every witness. It was clear he got her in a family way, and to let the child be born would not do. Well, how's about me? With 8 children, 1 on the way, and a mortgage farm to Thomas Rhodes. That night, after hearing the story of the buggy ride and finding Zora's body in a ditch, the first thing I saw, right there next to the stairs where the boys had been searching for angleworms, was the hatchet. As soon as I entered, my wife started talking with the mortgage farm, and I killed her. Herbert broke our engagement of 8 years when Annabelle returned from seminary. Ah me, if I would have just let my love for him alone, it might have grown into a beautiful sorrow. Who knows, filling my life with healing fragrance. But I tortured it. I poisoned it. I blinded its eyes and it became hatred, deadly ivy instead of clematis, and my soul fell from its support. Its tendrils tangled in decay. Do not let your will play gardener to the soul, unless you are sure it is wiser than your soul's nature. Reverend Wiley advised me not to divorce him for the sake of the children, and Judge Somers advised him the same. So we stood to the end of the path. But 2 children thought he was right, and 2 children thought I was right. And the 2 who sided with him blamed me, and the 2 who sided with me blamed him. So they all grieved for the one they sided with. All were torn with the guilt of judgment, for they could not admire him or me equally. Now every gardener knows that plants grow in cellars or under stone, all twisted, weak, and yellow. And no mother would let her baby suck diseased milk from her breast. Yet preachers and judges advise the rising of souls to where there is no sunlight, only twilight. No warmth, just dampness and cold. Preachers and judges.
I preached 4,000 sermons, conducted 40 revivals, and baptized many converts. Yet no deed of mine shines brighter in the memory of the world, none more treasured by me. Look how I saved the Blisses from divorce and kept their children free from that disgrace to grow up into moral men and women, happy themselves, a credit to the village.
I have studied many.
He protested all his life that the newspapers lied about him villainously, and that it was not his fault for Minerva's fall. Poor soul, so sunk in sin that even trying to help her, as he called it, he'd broken the law of both human and divine. Pastors, by an ancient admonition too, may all your ways be ways of pleasantness, and your pathways of peace. Love God and keep his commandments. Child of Francis Harris of Virginia and Thomas Green of Kentucky, both of valiant and honorable blood. To them I owe all that I became, judge, member in Congress, leader in state. From my mother I inherited vivacity, fancy, and language. From my father, will, judgment, and logic. All honor to them for what service I was to the people. You blossoms amid green leaves are drooping beautiful geranium, but you do not ask for water. You cannot speak. You do not need to speak, for everyone knows you are dying of thirst, yet they pass on saying the geranium needs water. And I who had happiness to share, and longed to share in your happiness, I who loved you, Spoon River, and craved your love, withered before you. Thirsting, thirsting, voiceless from castings of the soul, asked you for love, and you, who knew, and watched me perish before you, like the geranium someone has planted over me and left to die.
They first charged me with
At first I suspected something. She acted so calm and absent-minded. And one day I heard the back door shut as I entered the front, and I saw him slink back the smokehouse into the lot and run across the field. And I meant to kill him on sight, but that day, walking near Fourth Bridge without a sticker stone at
before the jury, returning no word when the judge asked if I ought to say anything against my sentence, only shaking my head. What was I to say to the people who thought a woman of 35 was at fault? That her lover of 19 killed her husband, even though she told him over and over, "Go away, Elmer, go far, far away. I have maddened your brain with the gift of my body. He will do some terrible thing." And just as I feared, He killed my husband, with which I had nothing to do with. God silent for 30 years in prison, and the iron gates of Joliet swung as the gray and silent trustees carried me out in a coffin.
What but the love of God could have softened and made forgiving the people of Spoon River toward me, who wronged the bed of Thomas Merritt and murdered him beside? Loving hearts that took me in again. When I returned from 14 years in prison, who with helping hands took me in and heard with tears my penitent confessions, who took the sacrament of bread and wine. Repent, living ones, rest with Jesus.
I was attorney for the Q in the indemnity court which insured the owners of the mine. I pulled strings with judge, jury, and the upper court to beat the claims of the crippled, widowed, and orphaned. I made a fortune threat. The Bar Association sang my praises in a high-flown resolution, and the floral tributes were many. But the rats devoured my heart, and a snake made a nest in my skull.
The Secret of the Stars.
Hey everyone, it's Isabella, and I just wanted to come on really quick and say thank you all so much for watching. I also just wanted to give you guys an insight on what I do every day. So I am a theater major at school, so I always audition for, whatever play is going on at school. And I was in Spoon River Anthology, so it was super fun. I loved working with everyone. I loved getting to know people. I love making new friends. It's just an amazing experience in general. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an insight on that. And I also just wanted to say thank you all so much for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. And go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section below. Wow, I cannot talk. But anyways, I also have some social media handles down in the description below. So go ahead and check that out, and please follow me on my Snapchat and my Instagram. And hope you all are having an amazing day. So that's about it. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!